I guess Mike Lindell has a lieutenant, Dr. Douglas Frank, who has, you got to really vet your people. Because he's sort of given up the ghost a little bit here. Like, I'm not sure that you want your...
He's trying to keep a close circle of advisors.
Yeah,
Lindell,
the problem
right?
is you gotta like ask them, like, do you have loose lips? Because here's Dr. Douglas Frank, who is basically letting everybody know what the MyPillow CEO's secret plans are.
He hired like Mission Impossible secret agent kind of people that broke into those facilities secretly, got into those computers where those IP and MAC addresses are, and took digital images of the computers, proving that there were actually people executing the commands when those were taking place. Do you see what I'm saying?
I do.
It's not just a remote access. You can prove that there was actually, there were keystrokes on a computer at a certain time. You can prove that there are logs. So he hired people that are brilliant computer technical experts to go to these places and actually do it.
So he's talking about the Dominion voting machine data.
Yeah, I think, like, was it last week, guys, when Lindell tweeted that he'd taken possession of some of the voting machines and was flying them to various locations across the country? Maybe he bought a plane ticket right next to, so he could sit right next to the Dominion voting machines so that Hugo Chavez couldn't get into the cargo container.
I'm imagining him like you know how those men that date sex dolls? I'm imagining him like with a Dominion machine. I just can't quit you.
Might have been hard to get through security. Don't know if the Dominion voting machine had an American passport. Certainly had a Cuban one.
It's amazing to me how much they're going to feast on this. This is going to be 4 to 6 years of this. I think
I mean, does it shock you that a group of Republicans who followed a crazy right-wing cult of personality to form a cult of personality is now there's a subsect of them following a crazy right-winger who's just by the force of the conviction of what he says is leading them down some sort of trail?
I think I am surprised because I don't know that it's really that much of a subset. I'm really getting the sense that it's like almost like, like a...
That close circle of advisors.
Like the subset may be the people who are not.
Yeah.
And that this is, I just think that it is amazing to me. I guess we need a little more time, but it does feel like we are sort of like something was frozen in amber in that first week of January, and we're exact same place for a lot of people. It's interesting.
Well, it's a way to express aggrievement that is like, there's no way for them to comprehend that the country may not be the way they perceive it, and so it must be all a big conspiracy and a lie. And that's like this is the therapy, right?
I think they're out of lies. I don't think that this is creative enough. I think that Mike Lindell is gonna in 2 to 4 to 6 years, you say, Sam, you're a big fan of always telling us just these people are going to die out. They're going to die out soon. Like, their followers are going to die out. And the people who know Mike Lindell from his ads, which are no longer on Fox, who 4 to 6 years now will remember the ads from Fox and this crazy conspiracy theory. It's like bringing back Pizzagate, which was just a couple years ago, or even Benghazi, frankly. I don't know. I just don't see it. I think that they're desperate. I think if their entire strategy is this and China, because that's Bannon's strategy, I don't think it's enough. But it might be enough because of what they've been able to do electorally through democracy, gerrymandering, et cetera.
Great.